When does a blue moon occur? Now we get to the contradictory definitions of blue moon. The older definition for the term blue moon has been traced back to the now defunct Maine Farmer's Almanac. The Sky and Telescope staff obtained more than 40 editions of the Maine Farmer's Almanac from 1819 to 1962, which listed more than a dozen full moon, none of which related to two moons in a single month. The August 1937 issue of the Almanac explained that the moon usually comes full 12 times in a year, 3 times for each season. Occasionally, however, there will come a year when there are 13 full moons during a year, not the usual 12. And that extra full moon also meant that one of the 4 seasons would contain 4 full moons instead of the usual 3. The almanac followed certain rules for what to call each moon. For example, the last full moon of winter had to fall during Lent, it was called the Lenten moon. The first full moon of spring was called the egg moon, or Easter moon, or Paschal moon, and had to fall within the week before Easter. There was also the moon before Yule and the moon after Yule. So when a particular season had 4 moons, the third was dubbed a blue moon, so that the other full moons could occur at the proper times relative to the solstices and equinoxes. But what about the definition that many people have heard, that a blue moon is the second full month in a single month? That came from a misinterpretation of the original definition. In the Sky and Telescope article, Hiscock helped figure out where this meaning came from. He said that in a question and answer column from the July 1943 issue of Sky and Telescope, writer Lawrence J. Lafleur referenced the Maine Farmer's Almanac definition. Lafleur correctly quoted the almanac's account, but he made one important omission: he never specified any dates for the blue moon. In 1946, James Hugh Pruitt, an amateur astronomer, was writing in Sky and Telescope magazine and repeated some of Lafleur's comments. Pruitt made an incorrect assumption about how the term had been used in the almanac, according to Hiscock. Pruitt wrote, 7 times in 19 years there were, and still are, 13 full moons in a year. This gives 11 months with 1 full moon each and 1 with 2. This second in a month, so I interpret it, was called blue moon. Hiscock explained that Pruitt must not have had the 1937 almanac handy, or he would have noticed that the blue moon fell on August 21st, obviously not the second full moon that month, and that 1937 had only 12 full moons. Sky and Telescope adopted Pruitt's new definition, and the column was used as a source for a nationally syndicated radio program in 1980, which, according to Hiscock, is when this definition gained widespread use.